What's up, YouTube? How y'all doing today? I'm just here. I'm going to talk about the age of the primes. I just got done doing slingshot with aerial bots. Oh, that little card just still in there, that little throwaway piece. It'd be nice if they did something special on this. So one of the figures I really hope we see in the line, and I mean this wholeheartedly. Well, okay, some of the wishes also of reissues. Is the mini bots. There's one I know we need an upgrade for, because as good as that one was, the hollowness is the thing that made me nervous about him. I mean, he folded up good robot mode, but having it so open inside just for a little headmaster size figure to fit inside wasn't all that great. So let's get hopefully a more G1 accurate upgrade of Wind Charger. Could he actually be one of the next dead figures we get with Wheeljack for that famous scene? Don't know. That's possible. That's one. I'm trying to think who else we need. Updated sea spray would probably be nice. For now, I know here's that one person in the comments. They already made that guy already back in this line. If you missed it, you ain't bad. Nope, sorry. We can still get an update. Why not? Let's see, who else we need? A new Power Glide. And with Power Glide, I say definitely get the Viper. Because I'm sorry, the scene as a Rattler, Transforming Rattler is one of my old favorite things. I wish I would have bought that figure back then. But for me, I want a bigger, more Seeker size version. Here's the thing on that one. That would be fun. It doesn't have to have a figure with it. Just make a Transforming Rattler about the size of a Seeker. I know he was made to be in a small size, but that works out too well. It'll be real fun too, even if it is just upgraded Power Glide style transformation, just so you can do some extra work with the hands and stuff. Because remember how his hands just look like two big blocks? It was like having two boxed ends. So yeah, definitely a good upgrade on that. Would be nice. Who else do we need? We already had Warpath. We already had a good Beachcomber. I'm trying to remember the mini bots we need. I think they did do a good an upgraded wheelie that was okay. He was supposed to be a smaller size. Oh, I remember one. Actually, two. Swerve we need to get, and Outback based on the Brawn mold. Anybody else with me on that one? Those two would be definitely worth having. Especially Swerve. And I'll even go into extra ways. I wouldn't mind having him with a playset of the bar he ran and the More Than Meets the Eye book. Just for a laugh. Maybe just make his box that extravagant to look like the bar, or it looks like he's sitting on this, cleaning a drink cup or something behind a bar in the packaging. Just for like some exclusive. I hate to say for the exclusive, but it'd be funny just to have that. Let me know what you think about that in the comments. Can't think of many Decepticons. I wouldn't mind them re-releasing the Reflector, or whatever they call that, upgrading Siege, because I had it. Some weird mess happened. I had sold all my Siege ones. I tried to go back and start getting those guys again at a local comic shop, and they were sold out before I could do it. So those are the only ones I'm missing there, other than also the... what the hell is his name? I get those Runner twins mixed up with the white Runner twin. That's why I call them Runner twins. Run amok and run about. I can't remember which one was the white one. So that's one of them I've seen reissue, because that's one of the figures I did not see in my area. Same thing with the Sunstreaker. The whole reason I bought that one multi-pack was for Sunstreaker. What was it? The Bumblebee line? Yeah. I'm trying to remember who was on that. The Sunstreaker, Trailbreaker, the Hound, which I don't mind that at all. That was definitely a must get there, that Hound. I forget who the other two were in that set. That's bad, right? Who else we need? They did the penny style version of Bumblebee. I wonder if they'll do that for Cliff Jumper in the Studio series. I know we're getting the Constructicons. So I'll just say it. Why couldn't we get a Studio series version of Astro Train? This is just for those who missed him. I can't remember if they did it yet or not. That's one idea. I still got to pick up Swoop, and that's driving me nuts. One I missed because I had to take a break from pre-orders. But speaking on ones reissued, definitely need Thrust. Yeah, that was one I was able to get the it's the black one. I can't think of his name. But the Runner Twins. He was an exclusive. I mentioned that to him. The guy I was able to find that. Didn't have a Thrust at my local one, so I was basically SOL until they started doing all these reissues. I recently got Ramjet. I've got the Dirge that came out. So yes, I'd love to see Thrust get reissued. Let's see, who else? I don't know, I already got the Thundercons. They're already doing the Combaticons. Which I'm actually surprised they're doing Vortexes. Vortex on my old one, original G1, did break. His head broke. But I was able to rig it just enough where I could still use him to make Bruticus. But one thing I wouldn't mind seeing them doing is the Balgitas from Car Robots. Show accurate colors. Instead of the Ruination, what they did, everybody didn't look nothing at all like the actual show colors. That was a big thing with me. I went out of my way to go buy a bootleg set to get a show accurate look. Now I missed the Black Convoy. Who else? Yeah, those are the ones I actually picked up because they did Sideburn. I refuse. Sideburn. I swear to God, I cannot stand that name. Speedbreaker is one I would call, but I do not like the look of that mold at all. I'm sorry. It just doesn't. The car doesn't. I know they maybe lost the license for the Dodge Viper, but it looks like something else entirely. Maybe they did a red version or an upgrade. I'm still thinking G1 characters that we still need. And that's where my brain. Well, Octane needs an upgrade. I don't know if they've done it yet or announced anything yet because I know the Sandstorm I missed. It makes me so mad. That's one of the figures I didn't see in my area. I had them pre-ordered, had to cancel it because I had a whole bunch of bills to do. Yeah, I know that's the problem. Bills. Adulting, people. That's also part of a collector's life. You gotta know when to cut stuff to be able to take care of life stuff. Let's see, who else? I'm trying to think of some of the ones I had. And to me, the figures I had growing up. I think mostly I've had almost everything I had growing up. Except some of the other trigger bots, which I wouldn't mind seeing them figure out new ways to do them. Get away from they all had headmaster gimmicks. Well, they did do Needle Nose. And somehow get a new Misfire would be a nice one. That's one I had. God, my brain's trying to think of some of these. I should have stuff written down, right? But that's just some of the few. I know there's some more Autobots. I know we have Pipes. I know the Swerve. I did finally get Cosmos. Thank God for that. I always wanted to just soar Scalpers and Scalper over here. Definitely snatched him up in a heartbeat. I was looking to find a Black Convoy. I'm sorry I don't call him Scourge. I've watched Car Robots before it became Robots in the Skies here back then. Those are the names I know. Actually, I think I remember him being called Battle Black Convoy. BBC, which is kind of funny. Boy, he was ruthless in that version, so they dubbed it and made it kind of weak. But, oh boy. What was one of the... I can't think. I think we have all the mini-bots except those two. And Wind Chargers, that'd be... So, Wind Charger, the original. The newer ones, I think we just need a Swerve, an Outback. I know Sony is working on figuring out how they would do Octane in a new style. Make it we can have when he's freaked out though. That was the funniest moment I remember when he's freaked out by Star Scream's ghost. If we can make that in the toy, that'd be awesome. I don't care. That'd be awesome. I'm sorry I'm using my hands around. I know somebody's gonna be saying something on you. Yeah, I'm gonna call you out, right? Let's see. God, there's so many. I mean, I know there's other lines. I think we got Beast Wars settled. Beast Wars second, I'd like to see some more figures from. Now, who would I like to see from that? Could we get an actual Mega Storm? I'm surprised they haven't done that yet with the G2. Since they did G2 Megatron, they easily could have released that. Do the darkened eyes, because that's all he really needs. And I know they re-released Trypticon. They could have done a Gigastorm there. I think some people would have freaked out though on that one because they probably wouldn't believe what is Trypticon doing with a big horn on his head. And I just saw somebody had a video of Trypticon and Gigastorm actually racing. Trypticon won, by the way, which was really funny. I'm looking at it, I'm thinking Gigastorm's mechanics, he was a little bit odd. Like he didn't do all of that movement as the Trypticon did. I think that's it. I think I got it. I thought I was gonna sneeze. And that was my stomach. I had dinner just a little bit ago. I don't know why the heck I got full. I can't believe that anything's growling, but so yeah, those mainly it. I think I'd like to see upgraded wind charger, and I didn't even be able. I haven't bought any of the dead ones. I just feel that's wrong. And a lot of people want a new Prowl. I'm okay with the one we got, but I get it. The clear plastic is a pain in the butt sometimes. So far, mine's okay. You know, they're over here in some totes. So I am crossing fingers when I finally get around to going through that and get stuff set up. They're okay. Got that. So wind charger. Needs definitely like to have him upgraded. Swerve from the Gears mold. Outback with that's the angle on that. I thought it looked like I was having a stroke. From the Braun mold, which I can't believe they haven't done that yet. Maybe they're just waiting. Maybe it might happen in this line later on. Sorry about that. As I haven't talked too long, I definitely have to get some water after this. Who else? I know here we're reissue of reissue of Thrust. The White Runner Twin. I cannot remember his name at all. I know it's either Runabout or Run Amok. I just can't remember which. So sorry about that. That's basically it I can think of. Well, Sea Spray could be renewed. A new Sea Spray, new Power Glide. I don't even know. They did do hubcap. There was a select, some I don't know how they could redo that in a different style. I can't remember what his G2 looked. Well, there you go. Some of the G2 characters are getting upgrades for new lines. That would be interesting. I'm trying to remember if there's anybody out of the blue that people would probably be shocked to see. I mean, they've done some of the ones in special sets. Like before they became the characters, you know, like the, I can't remember, God, I haven't seen the episode in so long. But, you know, they did Orion Pax, which I think was a cut mold. The guy would become Ironhide. The girl that would become Lita One. Would Sea Spray's girlfriend be classified as a good figure to do? You know, it turns into a Mayan boat. I think that's what it would be. I don't know. I can't not remember on that one. Who else? That's one idea because I wouldn't mind. I'm gonna get sidetracked with G.I. Joe. If you remember the one mini-series, I think it was the Mass Device. The big, huge guy that had being controlled had fought Duke, and then his younger sister would be actually a very interesting 2-pack. And they could get the girth since the Snake was made. Now me, I did get me a Snake armor. I am not putting a figure in him though. It's gonna be a sentient robot. Kind of be maybe the leader for the bats. Yeah, I'm doing that craziness. So I think in the third G.I. Joe Transformers crossover, I had Sigma 6 style and had the bats and the snakes and then something else. They all merged. You kind of made a big giant rope. Now there goes another one. They could do that too. Boy, man, that'd be crazy. But they'd have to scale that thing up. Maybe not. It had to be bigger than a snake armor. That's the only thing I can think of. That's G.I. Joe. I'm talking about Transformers here. Now, okay, if we get into it, I'll say other combiners. Well, you take a chill pill phone? It's my other phone. I mean, the Technobots would be interesting if they could redo those with all original molds, and not how they, they did some of the other ones that all look like repainted, but like actual look more like the actual molds in the series. I know they did the Terracons recently, and that wasn't bad. I just never was able to complete it. Mm-hmm. The Seacons they did look really cool. I know we got Leo Kaiser being done. I'm trying to think of some of the other. They redid. I don't think if we can afford that, or they reissue that whole set again. That might be an easy way to get Predaking again if anybody missed them. Jiminy Christmas, there's not really many I can think of. Unless I want to get, no, we don't need to do that. We already have the figures. We do not have to do that dang craziness again. If you remember the episode of some Autobots, Optimus Prime, I think was one. Jazz was one. I forget who else. Disguise themselves as the Stunticons. Yeah, that got a little bit crazy. Ouch. I'm bringing, I think, if anybody. Unless maybe they redo Stepper on the new Jazz mold. They could do that. I can't remember what they called him in the new version though. Ricochet. Yeah, the new 86 Jazz mold would be good. That. That's just some random ones. We'll just talk about some of the big. So figures I haven't had, or some that could be done renewed if you don't like the hollowness. I don't mind some of the waffles everybody's going on about because, yeah, he didn't look waffly to me. I don't know why people are doing that. Okay, I know the underwings, but that actually looks okay. I can see those being flaps. Zine looks like up here, looks like it'd be a flap that opens up. An air raid. I can't really see him. I got him covered right now. But yeah, so I mean, this whole line, I hope we get some other characters. But I like that they're doing it this way instead of having everybody in that line is a combiner. That was, I can't pronounce how Charles Barkley says terrible, if you know what I mean. I know a lot of people do like Combiner Wars. I'll give you that. I understand. But I definitely enjoyed my Stunticons. I never did finish combining those guys. I gotta get them cleaned up. And when you gotta know, you have to dust the shelf, right? And you want to avoid it. So yeah, that's all I'm talking about. Some of the figures I definitely like to see pop up in there in the new Age of the Primes line. Like I said, I'll just go over a quick recap of this, the main ones. Wind Charger, Swerve, Outback, Sea Spray, Powerglide. I think that's mainly the mini bots. Because we got just about everybody else okay. And the cons, the white Runamuck, Runabout Twin, whichever one I can't remember the name for. Reissue Thrust. Hey, the other two cone heads were Amazon exclusives, right? That's why I can see this being done. And El Cosmos was a Walmart exclusive. It happened. It can happen. That's basically, Octane. That's basically the main ones I like to see show up. If I was really invested in some of the other series that they're doing, which I think that Red Alert for Armada or Micron Legend, or was it Micron Legacy? That actually does look good. I'll be honest, I want to see the rest of the rescue bots modernized in like G1 style. Those That Chase figure was freaking awesome. I'm sorry, that thing was a sleeper hit figure to me. That's why I'm gonna call it. Heatwave. I never did get any of the bulkhead molds. Yeah, I know. I'm hearing somebody go, "What?" But that Heatwave looks good, and for a fire engine, I can see that working very well. They could have did a little bit better on the ladder, and all about that. They could have just took one from grapple and moved it. But I understand it's doing like from a play school line, so I get that. But I can't think of the other two names. Was it the new blades? And I just made those in. Here goes some the protector bots. Come on, man. I want to see Hot. Hotspot was a favorite figure of mine back in the day. I don't know what it was about him, but I liked him. Reading G2, I almost stopped the book when he sacrificed himself. But yeah, there goes another. There's the other one. If we're going to do the Combaticons, let's get the protector bots in there. Come on, man. Yep, I'm back in collecting. But anyway, guys, that's it for this. I know I've gone on 21 minutes right now. Kind of just rambling on different figures. But who are some old figures that you'd like to see updated? And it could be old G1s we've had. I know. I can hear everybody goes, blah, 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 blah. But hey, Rumble's blue, Frenzy's red. He actually officially said it on the packaging of the Studio Series. That's how I grew up with it. I didn't get into comics so much later. So, there, that's it. That's why I always keep Rumble's blue. Anyway, that's it for this video, guys. Let me know, like I said, in comments down below. Like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. Learn how to love, forget how to hate. Now, I'll catch you all on the next one.